race here at Talladega. Green flag is out.
Green, 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 green.
It's like a train coming up to speed as the engine churning out the horsepower to get these cars up to speed. Down the backstretch they go, 2 by 2.
It takes nearly a full lap to get to full speed. These engines are restricted down to 450 horsepower, so it takes a little bit of time to get some momentum. Very, very organized to start.
Speaking of doing things differently, look back here in the pack. There's the green 11 car. Remember, he was trying to push Riley Herbst in that outside lane. It gave up. It did not work. The Gibbs actually jumped in front of Hamlin and tried to make it help work, and it didn't. The outside lane lost all its momentum, and now Denny is mired back in 29th. Battling for the lead a few laps ago, it just ran out of gas, and now here he is in the back.
Found a spot behind the 48. Looks like a few cars are going to try to work to the outside of Hamlin now and start that third lineup once again, Dave.
Kyle Busch is going forward now, Rick, and I think I know why.
There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do right now. We're just saving fuel till pits.
Okay, 10-4. I just don't want to be the last one in line is all. We just need to be aware of that.
That was when Kyle was running 35th. He then moved up to about 20th. Now he faded back just a little bit. Still running in that top 20, but they don't want to get stuck way back there. They want to be up with the middle cars when it comes time to pit in a few laps.
Keep pushing, because you know we're only 13 laps at the end of this stage. We know the problems he had last week. Early race issues, fell out of that race, and now he needs points. And he's got an opportunity here, Dave, to get some.
So what's interesting is how this all works. You guys have described it, how the car in front actually stays back to the car that is pushing. The radio straight to Kyle Busch moments ago. The 47 will stay glued to you. So as much as Kyle is pushing, Ricky wants that push and is hanging back to get it.
If he can get clear of the 2, don't look like he's going to go do it. Here comes that inside line.
That showed me by not blocking the 2 that he likes the push he's getting from the 8 car.
Get down there in front. There he goes. That was a little bit late, but aggressive, but then right back and necessary. Yes, he stops the run that inside line has. They have to get out of the gas really quickly.
Came in here after a disastrous first races around in Texas, going out early, and now looking to get some very valuable points as he runs up front.
I think it's equally as important for a guy like Brad Keselowski. Looking at him right now, below the cut line, he's averaging a 9th place finish at the road courses in the next-gen car where we go to next week, the Roval. So very important they get that outside line going, or something that Brad can do to sort of get himself toward the front of the field to get a few points here. Now he's moved to the middle groove. His teammate is right with him, Chris Buescher, in that 17, following that 6 car through the middle of the pack.
We're going to see these pushes get even more aggressive. 3 to go in this stage. Blaney needs points. Busch needs points. Just look around. These guys are going to do whatever it takes. Now that they have this opportunity, they have to execute on it.
Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, and Kyle Busch started this race below the cut line. And we know that they're going to try to gain as many points as they can.
Keselowski to the 3rd groove. He's got a good run here. Cars are trying to jump in front of him, though. He's going to kind of stall out his teammate. Buescher's lost a little momentum on the top here. They had the run. They went up there. Cars jumped in front of them, took their momentum away. Now Brad trying to get down in front of the 10 of Almirola. Brad's just way too far out front now. No help behind him.
See Larson sitting there on that inside line. Oh, Blaney almost got pushed around by William Byron.
Pit road is closed. 2 laps to go in the stage. Cindric and Stenhouse Jr. continue to fight for the lead up front here at Talladega.
4 cars right here in front of them. Going to go a lap down. They're really slow as this pack runs up on them. Luckily going to the top of the racetrack, giving them plenty of room on the bottom.
And BJ McLeod just all the way to the top of the track. Smart move. Now they're catching Carson Hosa for Marty.
Marty.
Rick, we saw Chase Briscoe up in the middle of all this earlier, but they did not get it full on the first stop of the day. He had to pit just a moment ago, and they also are concerned with the 14 car. He might have a fuel pickup issue. He's in 34th.
Austin Cindric has Carlin. Here comes the 12. Ryan Blaney. And
inside.
Blaney needs the points.
Middle.
Austin Cindric falling back in the middle.
8-car Busch is in the wall.
Contact made. The one of Ross Chastain goes around. He tags the wall. There was contact made between the 8 and the 1. And Ryan Blaney, under caution, is going to win stage 1 here at Talladega.
Huge issue for Chastain. No stage points and a torn up race car. This could be the end of the day for him.
There's the end of the stage. Ryan Blaney gets the win in stage 1, which is 10 stage points. It was Chastain that got into the side of the 8 of Busch. Take a look at this. Busch up into the wall there as he was pushing the 47. Then Chastain gets into the side of him, and into the wall he goes. That contact with the 8 sends the 1 into the wall. The caution comes out just before the end of stage 1. Playoff drivers involved.
Denny Hamlin jumping into that third groove on that outside line, trying to get some cars to join him. See if they can drive to the front. Ryan Preece is going to go up there and block it. Whoa, man. That was like he was not sure whether he wanted to make that move or not. Almost a little bit too late. Very aggressive, though.
Total up here with us.
As well, he also had the speeding issue.
He's going to force that middle groove to the top of the racetrack, similar to what Denny Hamlin did.
And Denny Hamlin, here he is. He's passing him. Denny is still the first car 1 lap down.
Little contact right there. But look at that outside line, the middle groove, the outside line, all losing several spots with the way the lap cars are forcing them to go around the top.
So they fan out as trying to get some type of...
Christopher Bell goes to the inside. He bails out of this whole thing.
He didn't think he could get stage points.
We're not scoring points. We'll work on it at the stage at this.
Yeah, there you go. We can't get stage points. Let's don't get in the wreck. Let's don't take a bad situation and make it worse.
One more time around. Here in stage 2. It's Byron up front, but now the aggression will start. Those stage points, very important. Keselowski, Reddick, Larson, Truex Jr., all right there in striking distance to get points here in stage 2.
Keselowski in 3rd. Reddick back in 7th.
Keselowski jumped to the outside, trying to get on the outside of William Byron.
Block both, back to the bottom.
He's going to clear. Nobody helping that 24 on the inside.
Will Keselowski be able to hold on and get the stage win?
Big run coming. Will the 3 stay committed?
You're 3 top, 3 top, 3 top.
The 24 slows the 3 down, but here comes the push, the 14 and the 3.
Through the tri-oval and the race back to the finish line. Keselowski's going to get it. He'll win stage 2.
A little bit. Not able to do it on the back straightaway there, and they lose a little bit of momentum.
Had 6 cars that have now broken away.
Now the 2, you see the 2 back in front of Denny in that middle groove there with Christopher Buescher pushing him.
We heard Denny on the radio earlier in the race make the comment back to Kyle Busch that he was better in the center line. And that's what looks to have the most momentum right now, is that center line.
So now the 2's trying to figure out what to do here. Cindric's not sure exactly where to go. Buescher's now leading that top groove. Can he drag Denny Hamlin toward the front? Big push from the 11 into the 17. Look at this run they got going down the back straightaway. Wow.
A huge run for Chris Buescher and Denny Hamlin on the outside, but then how far will that momentum take them before
it's good?
They fall back?
Well, the 23 came with them. All the people that they need to help them sustain that run is right there with them, Rick. So now look here. They're set up again for another push, another opportunity. Can Denny push this 17 all the way out into the lead as we go off into turn 1? Awesome job right here.
So if Denny Hamlin would be in front of the field, he would unlap himself.
So now the 17, he might jump in front of this 22. We'll see what he does here. He's got a choice. Do I stay up with the 11 that got me here, or do I go with the 22 in the middle groove?
Here comes momentum again. A little wiggle there out of the 22 of Logano. It's Logano now out front.
Third line, but look on this inside. Blaney with a big push on this 24, Byron. Here comes that inside line.
And that completely changes the momentum and the move and the energy of the middle and the outside lane. Now advantage inside. Which lane does it slow down the most? See the middle falling back some, the outside getting a run. What does Denny Hamlin do?
Kevin Harvick to be able to get clear. As soon as he's clear, the 4 is going to go to the inside.
Oh, we got wreck in the back.
Got a big crash.
They're sliding behind as it went across the start-finish line. The caution has come out. Keselowski's involved in it. You see him hit the inside wall. Big damage, it looks like, to Austin Dillon. In the 3, Brad Keselowski. Playoff driver. There's the 3 of Dillon. Keselowski now below the cut line. Ty Gibbs also involved in the 54.
And big damage on the nose of that car as he climbs out the 42.
Carson Hocevar.
Yep. All these cars, a lot of nose damage.
I'm flat. I can't drive it.
The MR safety crew out attending to all of these drivers. We saw Ty Gibbs walking there outside of the car. Here's Austin Dillon climbing out of the 3. Again, while it was crazy up front.
I was wondering if Brad could get that car moving, but he's got a lot of flat tires. Looks like a bent toe link on that left rear.
Yeah, the whole back end is busted off as far as the body work. Let's take a look at what happens. Carson Hocevar on the outside line.
Getting a push from Brad Keselowski here through the tri-oval. And it just turns that 42 sideways. Oh, man, massive, massive impact for the outside wall, the 54 and the 3. The 3 somewhat lessened a little bit of that blow when he collects the 6 as well, but hard hit for the 54.
The sprint to the finish.
Everybody.
Great restart on that outside line as Almirola has cleared.
They did a good job, but here comes that inside line now, battling back.
All right, now who's going to help Bowman? Now a third lane gets developed.
He's looking in that mirror, looking for some help, hoping it gets there soon. Corey LaJoie's finally going to get to the back bumper of the 48.
Oh, Riley Herbst just barely got down in front of him.
Teammates are all clear, all 3 clear.
Bowman goes to the outside line now. We'll see if he can fight back to the front.
That's how quickly 3 lanes get formed.
Chase Elliott out in front by 3 car lengths. Over that next line.
Not a lot of great organization on that middle groove. Herbst finally to the back bumper, the 12 to the back bumper, the 4.
We'll see if the momentum will build back up.
Outside line's got a little momentum as well. Bowman a little bit loose right there, getting pushed by the 10 of Almirola. You know you got a lot of good commitment on that inside line. All teammates, but Byron to the top of the racetrack around the 5.
Byron now leading that second line.
Really surprised to see him step out of line. The 3 teammates nose to tail now. Look at the 48 on the outside, all over the racetrack.
Yeah, super aggressive pushes from Almirola.
Byron to the lead, now Harvick to his outside.
Here comes the push from the 12 of Blaney. It will move the 4 in front. And they're coming up now on 4 laps to go.
See how much better the 4 can push right there through the tri-oval. Chase Elliott trying to push his teammate, just able to tap every once in a while on the back bumper of that 24, while Blaney can stay really committed and push aggressively on the back bumper of Harvick.
Harvick pulled back down in front of Byron. Now he's going to check the mirror, going to pull back up in front of Blaney.
Bowman still in front of the outside line. And look at where Denny Hamlin has found himself. Middle line, 5th car back.
Bowman working hard, trying to get that 3rd lane from working. They get going down the back straightaway, but when they get to the corners, it just backs them up. Oh, big push there from Hamlin.
Hamlin pushing LaJoie in the 7.
Great job by LaJoie to get himself up into the top 10 here late. Suarez still hanging around as well in that 99 on the inside line. Chandler Smith in the 13 car on that inside line as well behind Suarez.
See that 3rd lane every time down the back straightaway. The 10 pushes Bowman, but then it stalls out in the corner.
Big push that had come from Blaney has got Kevin Harvick way out in front now. And here comes that inside line. Byron.
Oh,
Harvick blocks it.
He does, and this allows the 12 of Blaney to get to his outside now. That changes things a little bit for Harvick.
Don't let him get in the middle here.
Under 2 laps to go.
But again, will Herbst be aggressive enough to be able to help this 12 get back toward the front of the field, back into the lead? Is he going to push Blaney hard enough down these straightaways to be able to clear this 12?
The 3rd line hasn't moved, but now gaining another car. We'll see if they can go. Side drafting happening up front. Blaney on the high side, Harvick on the inside. Through the tri-oval they go. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank.
Oh, he almost spun the 12. Herbst into the back of Blaney.
That cleared Harvick. Harvick is clear of the 12. Now he's got to have to block both lanes.
The 12's going to have a little momentum here. I think Harvick can hop back in front of the 12. Big run coming. The 12 to the inside.
Shuffles the 4 out. Now Blaney and Harvick down the backstretch for the final time and into turn 3. Blaney with a push from the 24 of Byron. Here comes Harvick on the outside. Can the 36 get to the back bumper of the 4 and give him a big push? Momentum coming. They're side by side through the tri-oval. Blaney, Harvick, Blaney, Harvick. They spin behind him. It's going to be Blaney.